It's live?
Yeah, we are
Belle and
Richard here.
right. So this is our last live stream before the book launch, which is happening tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, it's happening tomorrow.
Yeah,
I can't
and
believe it.
we have our poster printed out and framed.
Yeah, and we got some of this going on. Yeah.
Don't block my face. Alright, so today we are going to share about what we learned or how we changed in the process of self-publishing our book.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about how the journey started and roughly like when was it?
Okay, we started together with a few writers. We call it a bonfire. We actually started here in a co-working space, coming together to share about writing.
Yeah.
And from then onwards, we started to talk about writing. We started to talk about books, but found out that, we can actually start a project together by publishing our own books. It'll be a nice journey to learn how books are written. So 3 of us got together, actually 4 of us got together to write our own books. And only 2 of us managed to get the books out.
Managed to finish this run.
Managed to finish this run. And we went all the way to publishing the book, doing the editing, doing the covers, doing the printing, doing the touring, doing the launch, doing the posters. We literally did. We did almost everything.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good journey that we've gone through.
Yeah, I think from the moment that I mentally tell myself that I'm publishing a book until today, it's 3 months. It was since like the end of last year. So I feel like it's a very worthwhile journey.
Yeah.
Because I've learned so much and we have done so many things like this podcast.
Yeah.
I remember our first podcast, we were super nervous, right? And then now we are like, just chill and then just share about what we learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest thing about the change that I went through is I'm more comfortable and I'm more proud. I feel it's legit to feel proud of what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last time I wrote a lot of articles and I posted on Medium, which is banned in Malaysia. I use VPN and I was quite nervous and I was scared to share it on Facebook with the people that I know because it's so personal and I was very scared about what people would think of me, what people would think about what I wrote. But after going through this journey, it's like you do something, you have to ship it out, you have to deliver it. It's like if you write something and you're not sharing it with anyone, it's going nowhere and it doesn't make any impact. Yeah, so on this journey we have shared a lot, we have talked a lot, and I feel really
together with Haagen-Dazs also.
Together with Haagen-Dazs, and I feel really grateful that there are people who bought my book because they really admire and they really appreciate what I wrote, and not just because they are supporting a friend. That's what I really appreciate of.
And it doesn't just end here. We're going on tour starting next month. We'll be visiting universities, co-working spaces, different. If you all know any places you all want us to visit, let us know. We'll be there just to share what we have learned in publishing and also what we have wrote in our books. So some of the magical things about writing books that I've learned is, which I'm currently now, how do I say? What's a better word? An addict. I'm addicted to writing books, not because of producing a book, but I realized that book is a very good medium to connect with people. Right? We use books a lot to bring people together, even though if they don't buy it. The secondary, buying the book is secondary, but bringing people together, like the launch tomorrow, friends and families are coming, we're meeting new people every day. It's a vehicle to connect while we are on this earth. So I think books are just one of those magical things that I think people should experience moving forward, and I'm a big fan of it right now.
Yeah, it's true. Through this book, I feel like the message itself is more important than the book sales.
Yeah.
It's more important to go to community and share what we wrote, because Richard, you wrote about mindsets in entrepreneurship. Yeah. And I wrote about my journey, and it's an interesting journey as well. This publishing is a journey on its own. Yeah, because at first I thought like my book is about my journey of following my passion, but throughout these 3 months, it's like I talk to different people, and it's like you get clearer and clearer about who you are and what the book stands for.
Yeah.
And I realized that it's not about really like following your passion, but to find yourself and be yourself. And in the process, like what I went through tells me that it's okay to not know, like not knowing where you want to go or what you want. But it's very, very important to show up every time and in everything you do.
Yeah.
Give you 100%. Like, and it's okay to quit. That's the important message that I want to tell people. It's okay to quit.
Yeah.
It's okay to quit because you have tried everything you have. It's okay to quit because you know that it's a growth decision and it's not a decision out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the important message that I want to get it out. And I'm really happy that this book is finally ready and more people can like get to know like what we went through in our own journey.
Yeah. And what's the most challenging part of publishing for you?
Fear.
It's just the fear part.
Yeah,
right?
I've been telling people that it's like there's a lot of fear, a lot of insecurities, a lot of self-doubt.
Yeah.
And well, my boyfriend witnessed my breakdown.
Yeah.
That there was a night I break down because
Yeah.
I said I just felt like what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Where the hell am I going?
Yeah.
Like you just felt so like you know like those moments.
Yeah.
Even though like people think getting a book out is a shiny goal, it's a big goal, but I just feel like why am I doing this? And the why is like, and then you worry so much about the outcome. It's like who will read this? Like how will people see this?
Yeah.
So when there are a lot of things outside and you are drowned in all these noises, I broke down that night.
Okay.
But it's also a very profound moment because I realized that at the moment I broke down, my boyfriend was there with me.
Yeah.
And I have people who support me in this journey who are always there with me, and that's an important, very important pillars in life as well.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, my challenge is digital marketing.
Oh yeah.
I to some extent I don't have the patience for it. I think Isabel knows very clearly. I mean, the amount of things that we have to do, webinars, write-ups, postings.
Yeah, we just have to get out there everywhere.
And post everywhere.
So that every one of you know that we are publishing a book.
If you ask me, I would just prefer to write, and if I can just write and all that stuff is taken care of, it would be quite nice. So now I have a high respect for publishers and what they do, because actually the publisher takes all of that away from you, so you can focus on the writing. And you don't have to worry too much about editing and all that kind of stuff, because they will handle all of it. And I understand why now they actually take a big cut of the book, because half or maybe a lot of the work is done marketing the book, getting the word out. A lot of work is done in there. It costs a lot of money. So yeah,
and we are lucky here because we launched this book in WORQ work, and this project is basically born here. So we get a lot of supports from the team in terms of marketing, in terms of venue, in terms of organizing events for us.
And even like emotional support. I mean, you can feel like they are really supporting you here. Like when yesterday we organized a little gathering to show the book to them, a preview, and they were all here. We all seated, we were all laughing about things and talking about the book. I mean, you can really feel the support here.
It feels very special when you see like people like touching your book, flipping it, and then really reading what you wrote.
There were a lot of them reading it. So really, really good.
So it's a great experience. So we shall conclude this time.
Okay. But tomorrow is our book launch. Please join us. It's going to start at 9:30 in the morning for registration. And it's going to be here at WORQ at Glo Damansara. And it's going to be from 9:30 to 12:30. There'll be a book signing session. You get to meet us in person. We can talk about anything. You can have a look at the book and talk about future projects together. Do come. We're inviting you, all of you.
But this live stream will go on like even after the book launch. So it's like we can still interact, and then if you have any question, you can still ask us. But Well, we do hope to see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for this time.
Yep.
All right.
Okay,
bye.
bye.
See you guys.
See you.
Good.